Hello everyone, I welcome you all to Knowledgeist. All over India, we are the first to release the Hindu editorial with vocabs. So do subscribe the page and join us in Telegram by the link provided in the description box. So let's start with today's the Hindu editorial. So the first word is salutary, which is an adjective. It means having a good effect on somebody or something. And the synonyms are beneficial, advantageous, productive, and the antonyms are irrelevant and unproductive. Then the next word is prod. Prod is a verb. It means to stimulate or to persuade, to do something reluctantly. The synonyms are provoke, stimulate, and the antonyms are repress, to stop, pull, suppress. Then the third word is perturb. Perturb is a verb. It means to make somebody worried or upset. The synonyms for perturb are disturb, concern, trouble, and the antonyms of perturb are calm, composed, reassurance. Then the fourth word is show motu. It is an adjective. It means an action taken by a court relating to action that is uh, of its own accord. The synonyms of show motu will be like on its own motion or autonomously. Then the next word is paramount. Paramount is an adjective. It means most important or more important than anything else, or supreme. The synonyms for paramount will be cardinal, preeminent, utmost, and the antonyms will be subordinate, inferior, minor. Paramount is an adjective. Then the next word is albeit. Albeit is in conjunction. It means although. Then the next word is subservient. It is an adjective. It means too ready to obey other people. Means the synonyms will be like submissive, acquiescent, obedient, and the antonyms are independent, domineering. Then the next word is disastrous, which is an adjective. It means terrible, harmful, or failing completely or causing great damage. The synonyms are catastrophic, devastating, ill-fated, and the antonyms are fortunate, successful, beneficial. Then the next word is abatement, which is a noun. It means to diminish, कम होना या कम कर देना. Means the action of being ended or subsiding, the reduction or removal of a nuisance. The synonyms for abatements are moderation, decline, easing, mitigation, and the antonyms are intensification and increasing. Then the last word is defy. Defy is a verb. It means to refuse to obey somebody or something, to deny, to refuse to obey. So I will be reading out the editorial for you. Let's move to the editorial. This is about health above faith on cancellation of Kanwar Yatra. So, a Supreme Court lays down salutary principle that right to life must override religious sentiments. Okay, so what it is said? It is said that it does not require any higher wisdom to know that there is considerable risk to public health during massive religious gatherings in the midst of a pandemic. So, as we know that yet the pandemic haven't come into control and the risk is too high till now, and during this time the religious gathering will be too risky for the public health. So yet it took some prodding by the Supreme Court for Uttar Pradesh to cancel the annual Amar Yatra. So it took some plotting, means it took some it means it took some effort for the Supreme Court to cancel the Uttar Pradesh Yatra. The as we read that plotting means to stimulate or to persuade, means to do something reluctantly. Though it was a yatra which is being conducted every year, but still the Supreme Court was bound to take some action with some reluctancy. So what happens? The yatra in which Kanvaris, means the devotees of Shiva, make a pilgrimage to collect water from the Ganga was not held last year due to COVID-19. Okay, so previous year it was not conducted due to COVID-19. This year it was scheduled to start on July 25th. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath appeared keen that the pilgrimage be held this year and had convened a meeting on July 9 to discuss preparation and security arrangements along with putting measures in place to avoid the spread of COVID-19 infection. So what happens? Though previous year it was not held, so Yogi Adityanath was appeared keen, means he was too interested to conduct the pilgrimage this year, and uh, he was prepared to uh, arrange security and um, take so many measures to avoid the spread of COVID-19. But however, the court was perturbed by reports of the plan to conduct the yatra, resulting in the initiation of suo motu proceedings. But what happens? The court was perturbed, means though it was the court was worried about the reports that are being passed of the plan to conduct the yatra, which resulted in initiation of suo motu proceedings. Means it took a autonomous action to cancel the yatra, disagreeing with even the idea of a symbolic yatra in deference to religious sentiment. So, what happens? With due respect, the court cancelled the yatra, the symbolic yatra, means though it was being conducted every year, the court, so it's that it disagrees to conduct the yatra. The court has retarded a principle that is being observed in most places, the idea that the health of public and their right to life are paramount. So what the court says, the court has retarded the principle and that is being observed in most places, and it has said that the idea that the health of the public and their right of life are paramount, means the health of the public and their right to life is supreme than any other thing. All other sentiments, albeit religious, means all other sentiments, albeit means though religious, are subservient to this most basic fundamental right. Okay, means they are bound to obey the fundamental right. The court had observed on July 16, while giving the state government time till July 19 to call off the gathering on its own. The Uttarakhand government had earlier cancelled the yatra in its territory, rightly heeding warnings by experts that such large gatherings poses a major risk amidst fears and expectation of a third wave. So, the Uttarakhand government have earlier cancelled the yatra because it might lead to the third wave. Uttar Pradesh was helped by various conversations that offered to avoid taking out the yatra this year too. Despite the fact that the organization of the Kumbh Mela earlier this year was seen responsible for a surge in infection in the run-up to the disastrous second wave that overpowered the country's health system for weeks, there are sections that believe that rituals and gatherings associated with religious faith must be allowed with some restrictions. So what happened? Though the Kumbh Mela was organized previous year, and what happened? It ran up to the disastrous second wave. Okay, it overpowered the country's health system for many weeks. So what it is said? It is said that rituals and gatherings associated with religious faith must be allowed. Rituals and gathering must be allowed, but with some restrictions. There may be a case for relaxation aimed at economic revival and restoration of normality in most parts of the country, but there really is none when it comes to choosing between religious rights and the right to life and safety. So what it is said that there may be case of for relaxation aimed at economic revival and restoration of normality, but when it comes of choosing religious rights and right to life, then our life is first. Okay, it is supreme. The easing of lockdown restrictions for 3 days in Kerala to help people celebrate Bakrid is a case in point. Now, the lockdown restrictions, they are easing the lockdown restrictions where it is in Kerala for 3 days that for allowing the people to celebrate Bakri Eid. It has attracted justified criticism as any relaxation after a long spell of severe curbs will have to be based on scientific assessments of the number of daily infections, the rate of positivity, and signs of abatement. Means, though the abatement means to diminish the action or to come to an end. As we know that Kerala, in Kerala, the numbers are coming higher and higher. So the what here as they have eased the lockdown restrictions, so it has attracted justified criticism towards itself. Kerala is one of the states whose daily numbers are causing concern, and the easing of restriction defies logic and flies in the face of science. So, as it is causing the numbers are increasing day by day, and the easing in restriction have itself been eye-catching. Means it's attracting criticism. Means Abel mujhe maarta hai. It has been attracting criticism towards itself. The state government will be hard-pressed to explain its decision to the top court, which will quite rightly demand much more than a routine clarification that the relaxations were accompanied by instruction for maintaining the COVID-19 protocol. So it is all about the state government, which will explain its decision to the top court and whatever they will think, the instruction, and they will clarify the routines and they will do they will take actions towards itself. Then moving down to the next second slide. So lighter. Okay. Then the first word is decipher. Decipher is a verb. Decipher means to succeed in reading or understanding something that is not clear. Okay, something that is not noticeable. The synonyms are decode, interpret, unravel, figure out, and the antonyms are encode, misinterpret, misperceive. And then the next word is calculus. Calculus is a noun. Means mathematical study of continuous change. Means it is a type of mathematics that deals with rates of change. For example, the speed of a falling object. Okay, then the next word is flirt. Flirt is a verb. It means to behave in a way that suggests you find somebody attractive, though without any serious intentions. The synonyms for flirt are to tease, to lead on. Then the next word is defect. Defect is a verb. It means to leave your own country uh, or a political party, etc., and join one that is considered to be the enemy. Okay. The synonyms are rebel, abscond, desert, renounce. Then the next word is turncoat. Turncoat is almost similar as defect. It is a person who stops supporting one political party, religious group, etc., to join another one with very different views. The synonyms will be a traitor, a defector. Then the next word is assertion. Assertion is a noun. It is a statement that says you strongly believe that something is true. As we say, assertive sentence or declarative sentence, it means something that is based on facts, which gives a statement that is based on facts or truth. The synonyms for assertions are contention, statement, or claim. And the antonyms are dismay, distrust, hesitancy. Then the next word is satrap. Satrap is a noun. Any subordinate or local ruler. Almost mostly it was during the ancient Persian Empire that the term was being used. It is a noun. Then the next word is jester. Jester is a noun. Means a man employed to amuse people by telling jokes, funny stories, etc. Amusing persons. The synonyms are joker, comedian, humorist, and the antonym is tragedian, grinch, etc. Then the last word is bleak. Bleak is an adjective. Means not encouraging or not hopeful. Means you are not sure, not happy about something or something that is being to help. So let's move to the second editorial. It is about laughter challenge on political calculation of Congress. The Congress seems intent on undermining strong regional leaders as seen in Punjab. So it is about politics and it is about the political party. So deciphering the political calculus of the Congress can be a tough task. So what it is said? It is said that understanding the political calculus of the Congress is really a tough task. The latest example is the appointment of Navjot Sidhu as the president of the Punjab Pradesh Congress. So, yesterday itself, Navjot Sidhu has been appointed as the president of Punjab Pradesh Congress Committee after mounting a relentless public attack against CM Amrinder Singh and publicly praising other parties. Mr. Sidhu is now tasked with leading the Congress. Okay, so after publicly attacking against the CM Amrinder Singh, now he has again started leading and praising uh, the Congress party. He spent 13 years in the BJP. So he spent 13 years in the BJP, 5 years in the Congress, while flirting with the idea of joining the AAP in between. He was having a mood to join Aam Aadmi Party too. He joined the Congress ahead of the 2017 Assembly election, which the party won mostly on account of Mr. Singh's skill. Okay. The Mr. Sidhu got a cabinet berth but fell out with the same soon enough. Mr. Singh opposed Mr. Sidhu's visit to Pakistan and a ticket for his wife in the 2019 Lok Sabha election. So, Mr. Singh opposed Mr. Sidhu visiting Pakistan and also the ticket he was asking for his wife for the Lok Sabha election. The Congress won 8 of the 13 Lok Sabha seats from Punjab. Okay, the Congress won 8 of the 13 Lok Sabha seats from Punjab. Punjab constitutes 50% of the Congress total Lok Sabha strength of 52. Mr. Sidhu had little support among MPs, MLAs or party workers until the Gandhis, Sonia, Rahul and Priyanka titled the scales in his favor. On the one hand, there is strong evidence of his opportunism, lack of maturity, unprincipled greed for power that includes claiming a Lok Sabha seat for his wife within 2 years of defecting to the Congress and inability to work as a part of team. Defecting means, as we read, defect means to leave your own country and going and joining the party of or country of the enemy, being deserted or deserting your own country and being aided to the country of your enemy. On the other hand, he has absolutely no track record of any political activism, public service, or being ideologically aligned to the Congress in any manner. So, there is no evidence of any political activism or public service or being or aligning any ideology to the Congress in any manner. Opportunist without any conviction might be used for particular roles in the party's strategy, but handing over the command shows the complete bankruptcy of the Congress and on battle. So here he said as a turncoat means someone who is a traitor, who is a defector. So what he do? He stop supporting the own party and he go and he prefer the party of your enemy. The misplaced assertion of the authority by the Gandhis in riding roughshod over the CM and MPs is a repeat of the old mistake that pushed regional satraps out of its fold. That means any subordinate or local ruler has been pushed to repeat the old mistakes. Mamata Banerjee, Himanta Biswa Sarma, and Y.S. Jagmohan Reddy are outstanding political minds who command power in their respective states as CMs of West Bengal, Assam, and Andhra Pradesh. They felt suffocated in the Durbar politics of the Congress, in which Mr. Sidhu has flourished. Strong regional leaders deliver results, but also behave in an assertive and even authoritarian manner, as it appears to be the case with Mr. Singh, but then humiliating them in no way to rein them in. Now that the deed has been done, perhaps the Gandhis will explain the party workers what their rationale is. Okay, now as they have added him as the president, they will explain, the Gandhis will explain that what and what they expect Mr. Sidhu to deliver. In the absence of a convincing explanation, the only message is that the High Court to undercut a leader who builds any independent standing. Okay, he don't have his independent standing, okay, but he asked for a seat and he's even asking a seat for his wife. If Mr. Sidhu is the future of Congress, then future appears bleak at this point. Okay, so what the last word is too meaningful. It is said that if Mr. Sidhu is the future of the Congress, then it appears bleak means क्या होगा भगवान के भरोसे. That appears bleak at this point means we are not hopeful that what is going to be, what's going to happen. So you can join our website for courses, books, and study materials, and also for articles. And you can join the Telegram channel. The link provided in the description box. So have a good day. Thank you.